Halifax, Nova Scotia. It is a rainy evening here. Oh, yeah. Do the intro again? Take two. Hello, everybody. Adam Baldwin here from the Sonic Temple in Halifax, Nova Scotia. It's a rainy evening still. I'm going to play a song written by Randy Newman that I first heard a Dusty Springfield version of it. Goodness, I don't know, 2005, I guess 2006, in a hotel room in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. It was after a show on the waterfront there. They called it the Festival of Lights then, and it was Matt Mays, Sam Roberts Band, and the Tragically Hip playing. And I had sort of just met Matt Mays, and we were kind of chummy. I think he probably thought I was some weirdo, and but in any event, that evening we after the show we stayed up very late and we were drinking. I remember in a cake shop that was closed, obviously, at that hour. It was called Piece of Cake. And anyway, I had nowhere to stay, and Matt was gracious enough to let me come crash in his hotel room at the Delta in Charlottetown with him and Tim Jim. And as the sun was coming up, he put this song on, and the two of us just sort of stared out the window, feeling sorry for ourselves as it started to rain. Anyway, this song's called I Think It's Gonna Rain Today. Broken windows and empty hallways, pale dead moon and a sky streaked with gray. It's human kindness, it's overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. Scarecrows dressed in the latest styles, with frozen eyes to keep love away. It's human kindness, it's overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. Tin can at my feet, I think I'll kick it down the street. That's no way to treat a friend. And right before me, the signs implore me, help the needy and show them the way. It's human kindness, it's overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. A tin can at my feet, I think I'll kick it down the street. That's no way to treat a friend. And right before me. The signs implore me, help the needy and show them the way. It's human kindness, it's overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. 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 Thanks, buds. Thanks for being here. I am joined this evening, as always, by Ben Chenzi, the de facto executive producer in the steed of the mighty Ryan Santangelo. I love Ryan dearly, but the big difference between Ben and Ryan is that Ben knows how to operate camera equipment, and if you're seeing me right now, it's because of Ben. I miss Ryan dearly. I miss his presence, but I'm certainly in good hands with Ben. And downstairs in the control room, making everything sound all right. There's an auto tuner down there that is just blowing smoke into that control room right now, making me sound good. Is Lil Thomas, of course. Anyway, it's nice to have you all here again this weekend. This is a Tom Petty song I'm gonna play for a fellow named Brian McGee. He's a long-suffering Adam Baldwin fan, and anyway, he's been dying to hear this song played, and I haven't indulged him, but tonight's the night. I'm gonna do my best. This is a Tom Petty song called "Listen to Her Heart." That, to my recollection, I've never played on piano before. We'll see how it goes. He's earned it. He's been around buying my records and T-shirts for a long time. So anyway, here goes nothing. You think you're gonna take her away with your money and your cocaine. You keep thinking that her mind is gonna change. I know everything is okay. She's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but you don't need you. You want me to think that I'm being used. You want her to think it's over. Can't you see it doesn't matter what you do? Buddy, you don't even know her. Oh, she's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but you don't need you. And you just can't creep up behind her. And you can't understand that she's my girl She's my girl. She's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but she don't need you. She's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but she don't need you. There you are, Brian. I hope you're good, bud. Hope everyone's good. How's everyone? Little thumbs up, thumbs down for Ben. He'll report back. He'll let me know how everyone's doing.
Lots of claps so far.
Lots of clap emojis so far. I'm told that's good to hear. Where are we here? Okay. I'm gonna go play some guitar, Lil. So my mother, my darling mother, had a bright idea some weeks ago to play bingo together while we're not allowed to see each other. Excuse me. We play bingo on Friday nights over FaceTime. My mom and dad have like the big ball with all the little balls in it, and we play bingo with my kids. And I don't know, a month ago they dropped off a bag of like prizes. It was all chocolate and things like that for my kids. Essentially, if they won the bingo game, they could go get a prize. But that's what we've been doing on Friday nights, and of late, after the bingo's over and my kids sort of go on to whatever else it is they're going to do, I just sound off on my poor mom and dad over FaceTime about the state of our province and all the things that that I don't like about being locked down. And I piss and moan, and they sit there and they listen to it. Mostly they let me have my say, and then we call it a night. And it's such a anyway. Last night after our bingo game, I texted both my mom and dad, and I apologized for complaining. After every single, we have a great night playing bingo. My kids have fun. My mom and dad, I think, probably have more fun than anybody. And then I go and ruin it by telling them how I'd run the province. Anyway, my mother doesn't ask me for much, but she asked me to play this song, and so I hope you'll accept my apology. This song's called "Living Proof." Sorry, I gotta hear more of the guitar, Lil, please. Oh, I shook the branches on the money tree, and all the leaves fell to my feet. Oh, I ain't got time for no seeds to grow, so I guess I'll pack my things and go. Got a basement apartment in God's country. Well, it ain't no worse than the penthouse suite in the dirty old city that I left today. I packed my things and I drove away. Yeah, I packed my shit and I drove away. And as for the writing on the wall, I swear it's the gospel truth. Had you asked me for what it all was worth, had you asked me for the proof, now I'm on some bus to Saskatoon. I'm stuck beside a bride and a groom. Oh, she ain't quite sure if he's the one. Says her daddy won't love no bastard son. Well, he had no money, but he took her hand, and he gave her his mama's wedding band. Says we're going west to the oil sand. Pack your bag, mama, for the promised land. Yeah, pack your bag, baby, for the promised land. And as for the writing on the wall, I swear it's the gospel truth. Had you asked me for what it might be worth, had you asked me for the proof, I'm the living proof. La 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 la. I'm heading home for some peace and rest, till the devil reared his ugly head. Would you send his daughter my regards? I'm flying home with a broken heart. Yeah, I'm heading home with a broken heart. And as for the writing on the wall, I don't know what to be the truth. Had you asked me for what it might be worth, had you asked me for the proof, well, you never asked me for the proof. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Thank y'all. All right. Everybody all right? We good? Thumbs up. I'll take those. I'll take all of it. I can take the abuse. If you're not happy with what you're seeing, please send your regards to Ben Chenzi at crosscountrychinup.adambaldwin.gov. Oh, nice. Nice one. That's a, yeah, there's a new version of an old T-shirt for sale on Bandcamp right now, and I totally realized that a lot of you folks have like drawers full of silly Adam Baldwin T-shirts at this point. I appreciate you buying them. I'm just trying to pay to put this thing on. So the first time that design on the shirt came out was in 2017, and it was on a it was on like a lime neon green T-shirt, and it took somebody really, you had to be real brave to purchase that and then wear it out and about. So we made it a little more palatable this go around. It's just a black T-shirt with a scummy monster truck with the former municipal flag of Dartmouth on it. And as always, they're being put together by my good bud Alex McCaskill at Midnight Oil Print and Design here in Halifax. If you're so inclined, go ahead and grab one. If not, it's no big deal. I get it. Monster trucks aren't for everyone. It's a song about the growing up in the town I grew up in. Kind of. I watched I watched the Friends reunion the other night with my partner Jesse, and that took me back full on to 2004, and I don't know. This song's kind of it's about that time in my life when Friends went off the air. She flew out the door like a shot off the strip. Said, put the gas to the floor. I said, put that belt across your hip. Said, I can't take no more other folks' words in my head. This place is such a bore. This place is all but dead. We got lit up that night in a national park. The cops said we were making a scene. Constable, are you gonna arrest two young lovers for trying to live inside of a dream? I heard Born to Run on the radio, as if it took my hand, as if to tell me so. We got lit up that night on the Waverly Road. Her daddy'd been hard on our heels. Young lady, you better get your ass on out of that car. Son, when you gonna live your life for real? And I said, I swore that I can save you, girl. Get on back into the car. I swear that you can quit your job. Oh, with my hand to my heart. thought that I could save you, girl. Oh, but it all fell apart. Maybe you should keep your job. Oh, honey, hand to my heart. And then I split the dark. Oh, and the shot rang out. All the neighbors stood outside on their porches just to see what all the noise was about. I said, did you hear that, baby? That's the sound of our lives. I think it's finally taking a turn. It's like a grip's been broken, a knot's cut loose. Put the pedal down, there's fuel to burn. And I said, I swore that I could save you, girl. I bought you a brand new car. I told you you could quit your job. Oh, in my hand to my heart, I told you you could quit that job. Oh, in my hand to my heart. Thank you, buds. I'm gonna mute this for me, Lil. I'm gonna go play some piano again. Thank you, sir. It's my little sister Stephanie's birthday coming up in a couple days. She's not that little anymore. She's a full-on adult. I met her when, I met her right before her 6th birthday party in 2004. I've watched her grow up, and I've watched her find herself and turn into a very bright young lady and a young lady that doesn't put up with bullshit. She doesn't suffer fools. I'm really proud of her, but it's a crazy thing that I still see her as a 6-year-old kid on a trampoline, getting bounced around by her older brother that she just met. Anyway, I don't know where she is right now. Somewhere outside of Antigonish at a Airbnb with her boyfriend, who I've not yet met. I look forward to it. He seems like a strapping young lad. Anyway, this is for you, Steffi. I love you, kiddo. And I'm proud of you. I think that before I continue, I haven't met her new boyfriend. I think that he's maybe a fisherman of some variety. This song is also about fishermen who chose the wrong path. So, young man, I would suggest you don't take this route. I got an Uncle Huey. He's got a boat down in Manadoo. And when I lost my job at Devco, he says, have I got a job for you? See, I put my faith in no one. Got no time for the government. Since they ripped up my house in Lewisburg and stuck it down on some blocks of cement. I heard there's a boat coming up from America with caskets filled with cocaine. There's a gold mine out on the ocean and a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. There's a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. We took his boat off the coast of Bateston, just out of sight of the shore. Me and my cousin and a Frenchman that I never laid eyes on before. We met a boat that had come up from Boston, started heaving boxes overboard. Huey handed them a big bag of money. We were back into harbor round 4, singing there's a boat coming up from America with caskets filled with cocaine. There's a gold mine out on the ocean and a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. There's a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. We'd been met there by 7 morticians, loaded the boxes into their hearses. We'd set off with $8,000, laughing about what we'd spend it on first. Frenchman tells me his name is Thibault, that he grew up in Ilmadam. We could all go down to church hall on a Saturday and get drunker than hell at the dance. One night Thibault got fired up on the moonshine, tried to beat up a Catholic priest. We got thrown out on our ass behind that church hall, spent the night with the mounted police. Went on working for weeks every Sunday, till Huey says we gotta slow it down. Someone's been singing like a jailbird, and it brought all the Mounties to town. They heard there's a boat coming up from America with caskets filled with cocaine. There's a gold mine out on the ocean and a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. There's a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. Huey calls us all down to the docks one night, and he hustled us out to the sea. He shut off the engines and the floodlights, and he pointed his shotgun at me. I said, Huey, I ain't the one who's been singing, must be the Frenchman from Ilmadam. He says that's just what a turncoat would tell me. Least you can do is to die like a man. Funny they could not be bothered with a casket, but what use is it now to complain? There's a graveyard out on the ocean and a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. And as the buckshot it entered my brain, I saw the lighthouse in Little Lorraine. There's a lighthouse in Little Lorraine. Love you, kiddo. Happy birthday. I miss you, bud. Do one more here and take our union mandated 5-minute SAG break. Y'all can go mix up a cocktail. I'll keep it short. When I was I'm told, when I was a newborn, I was born July 30th, 1986. The record Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits had just come out. And from what I've come to gather, when I would wake up in the middle of the night crying, my father would take me down into the basement of the house we were all living in on Gorok Avenue in Dartmouth. And he would put this song on, and apparently, as legend has it, it would shut me off. I just as soon as my old man put it on, that was it for me, lights out. And I love this song, and it's probably in no small part because I likely heard it every night for the first 6 months of my life. This is for my old man. It's called Walk of Life. Well, here comes Johnny singing old days, gold days. Be-bop-a-loo, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny saying, I got a woman, well, she's down in the tunnel trying to make it play. He got the action and he got devotion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, he's turning on the nighttime into the day. Does a song about a sweet loving woman. Does a song about the night. We do the walk of life. Yeah, we do the walk of life. Well, here comes Johnny gonna tell you a story. Hand me down those walking shoes. Here comes Johnny with the power and the glory, the backbeat, the talking blues. He got the action and he got devotion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, he's turning on the nighttime into the day. Does a song about a sweet loving woman. Does a song about the night. Yeah, we do the walk of life. Yeah, we do the walk of life. Here comes Johnny singing old days, gold days. Be-bop-a-loo, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny saying, I got a woman and she's down in the tunnel trying to make it play. He got the action and he got devotion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, he's turning on the nighttime into the day. And after all the violence and the double talk, it's just a sonnet on his trouble and his strife. Yeah, we do the walk of life. Yeah, we do the walk of life. Thank y'all. I'll be right back. I promise. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in a minute. Cheers. We're back, I think. Yeah, we did it. Well, they blew up the chicken man in Philly last night, and they blew up his house too. Down on the boardwalk, they're getting ready for a fight. Gonna see what them racket boys can do. Now there's trouble busting in from out of state, and the DA can't get no relief. Down on, rumble down on the promenade, and the gambling commission's hanging on by the skin of its teeth. Now, baby, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty, and meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Debts that no honest man can pay, so I drew what I had from that Central Trust, and I bought us 2 tickets on that Low City bus. Now, baby, everything dies, maybe that's a fact. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty, and meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Well, I love me and died, and I love baby cold, but with you forever I'll stay. We're going out where the sand is turning to gold. Put on your stockings, baby, the night's getting cold, and everything dies, honey, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Well, I got a job, but it's hard to find out here. It's just winners and losers don't get caught on the wrong side of that line. Well, I'm tired of winding up on the losing end. So last night I met a man, I'm gonna do a favor for him. Now, baby, everything dies, honey, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty, and meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Come on and meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Oh, meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Thanks, gang. I saw a lot of requests for that one on the interweb. It's a Bruce Springsteen song. Obviously, I think most of you know, but there's a really great cover that the legendary Levon Helm performed. I think on a record called Neon Dirt. Probably 10 or more years ago. Levon Helm is the greatest. I mean, I don't think there's an argument. Levon Helm was the greatest drummer probably in the history of rock and roll. But and one of the greatest singers in the history of the medium. And I think 2 days ago would have been his 81st birthday. There was a lovely post that his daughter Amy posted. Levon, in the early aughts, he had throat cancer and had chemo and surgery to have the cancer removed. And when it was all over, his voice was sort of reduced to a whisper. And he made a point to kind of keep on keeping on, regardless of that. He had a tour booked, and wherever he went, the expectation was kind of that he would show up with his band, and he was going to sing Cripple Creek and whatever else, but he kind of obviously he couldn't. His voice wasn't there. So he put his foot down, and he told himself he was going to become the greatest blues drummer of the era, and for my money, he more than did that, and that's inspiring to people like me. I have problems with my voice. I've now had 2 surgeries to cut polyps off, and I'm one of those idiots that smokes cigarettes, and but all that to say, a guy like Levon Helm, who was the best, that guy, he didn't, he wasn't defeated. He was never defeated by anything, and he had every reason, probably, that most of us, if most of us were faced with it, we would have kind of tapped out and found something else to do, and he refused to do that, and that's admirable isn't even the word for it. It's that's heroic and inspiring for somebody like me. Maybe one day I'll become the greatest blues drummer of all time. I don't know how to play the drums. This is a song I wrote many moons ago. It was my best attempt at a Roy Orbison sort of song. It's called Anytime. Clouds under my lover's feet, with 1,000 other people, she's alone on the street, and me, I'm just a voice in need. What's a woman like her doing with me, where the sun and the moon collide? I'll meet her there anytime. In her eyes I've seen a trace of gold that every king would beg to behold, and I've only one place to go. That's back in her arms, or on my way home, where the sun and the moon still shine. They float around you, babe, in the very same sky. Then the two of our hearts collide. I'll meet her there anytime. hope I don't stray too far. All these days on the road ain't the easiest part, and I hope she don't take it too hard. She'll light up a flame instead of curse in the dark, where the sun and the moon still shine. They float around you, babe, in the very same sky, letting the two of our hearts collide. I'll meet her there anytime. Oh, I'll meet her there anytime. Oh, I'll meet her there anytime. Oh, I'll meet her there anytime. Thank y'all. Do we know, Ben, can you do me a favor and find out the score of the Habs Leafs game? See if it's on the old chat there.
Oh, wow, 0-0.
It's not, wow, there's no score.
No score, 4.5 minutes left in the second.
Okay. I could not name a single player on either one of those hockey teams, but my, I don't know, my best bud, my next door neighbor when I was growing up, Mark Tyler, he came from a Montreal Canadiens family. And my buddy Dan Harper, we were in our first band together when I was in high school. We were called the DOE. Myself, Daniel, Mike, and Mike. Anyway, Daniel's a big Habs fan as well. The DOE, I thought, it's funny when you're kids, you think that things like that are going to last forever, and unfortunately, we had high hopes of attaining success on a grand stage, and for various reasons, the other guys in the band, they went off and pursued other things, weightlifting and Venice Beach and all kinds of things. But anyway, long live the DOE. The DOE was not a real band. I feel that the DOE was DOE is short for Dutch Oven Effect. So you can tell how serious that band was. I was the only one that could play an instrument. Actually, that's not true. Daniel and Michael, I think, were in. Mike Ross, I think, played trumpet in jazz band in high school, and Daniel might have played the trombone at some point. But anyway. We had one song called Imagine in a World of Reality. I miss those guys. Let me see here. All right, yeah, in the spirit of the hockey game, well, if there's a goal that everyone remembers, it was back in 72 We all squeezed the stick and we all pulled the trigger, and all I remember was sitting beside you. And you said you didn't give a fuck about hockey, and I never saw someone say that before. You held my hand and we walked home the long way. You were loosening my grip on Bobby Orr. Isn't it amazing what you can accomplish when a little sensation gets in your way? No inhibition whispering over your shoulder. Oh, isn't it amazing what you can accomplish now? Well, we hung out together every single moment, 'cause that's what we thought married people do. Complete with the grips of artificial chaos and believing in the country of me and you. I got a crisis of faith, crisis in the Kremlin. Yeah, we've heard all that before. It's winter time, the house is solitude with options. You were loosening my grip on a fake Cold War. Isn't it amazing what you can accomplish when you don't let the nation get in your way? No inhibition whispering over your shoulders. Oh, isn't it amazing we can do anything? Next to your comrades in the National Fitness Program, caught in some eternal flex storm hang, dropping to the mat in a fit of laughter, showing no patience, tolerance, or restraint. Well, fireworks exploding in the distance, temporary towers soar. Fireworks emulating heaven till there are no stars anymore. Till there are no stars anymore. Isn't it amazing anything's accomplished? Oh, when the sensation gets in your way. No inhibition whispering over your shoulder. Oh, isn't it amazing what you can accomplish now? You know this one thing doesn't have to go away. You know this one thing is always supposed to stay. That's the hip, obviously, right? Thank you, everybody. Let's see,
We have someone named Ryan O'Malley
oh yeah.
who is watching from the delivery room.
Oh, buddy, that's fantastic. My buddy Ryan O'Malley and his darling partner, they're gonna have a baby real soon. A chin-up baby? I don't want that handle attached to that poor kid because who knows what that'll who knows what that'll entail. But anyway, congratulations, buds. I hope everything goes smoothly and wonderfully, and you are in for a treat and a rude awakening simultaneously. So if you find a few minutes of quiet, enjoy them right now, because there's very few of those remaining. I love that. That's tremendous. Yeah, why not? Any requests there, Ben? What have you?
We have Love You With My Eyes Closed
Okay.
and Arms
With my eyes closed and arms.
so far.
That's it. How about? Well, I don't. I mean, I will play those, but if I have to. But how about I'm gonna do one here. If y'all really want to hear something that's not one of those two songs, then let Ben know, and I'll see if I can figure it out. This is a George Harrison song from a record called "All Things Must Pass." It's called "I Live for You." All alone in this world am I, not a care for this world have I. Only you keep my eyes open wide. Yes, it's true, I live for you. Not a thing in this world do I own, only sadness for all that is grown. Wait in line just to wait for the day. Yes, it's true, I live for you. For many years I'll wait, for many tears I'll wait, for many years I'll wait, for many tears I'll wait. All this time my thoughts return to you. Give my love, that is all I can do. Wait in line till I feel you inside. Yes, it's true, I live for you. For many years I'll wait, for many tears I'll wait, for many years I'll wait, for many tears I'll wait. Thanks, buds. Anything, Ben?
Oh, I got
A lot, okay. Let's hear them.
Dark Beside the Dawn,
Mm-hmm.
Something by Jay.
Oh, I wish, yeah, it's sort of, that's embarrassing. I don't know how to play any Jay Smith songs, but that is something I'll work on. Yeah, I mean, I'll do that one. Song about a coal mine in Spring Hill. I don't know who requested it, but I appreciate it. I thank you for requesting this one. But I got a buddy. I got a buddy Dave who I don't know him very well, but I very much respect him. Last week during our show, which was a fundraiser for Habitat for Humanity, Dave works for a large property owner. I'll just put it that way here in Halifax. And he's a building manager, and he convinced the higher ups to anytime they renovate an apartment after somebody moves out, if that apartment is to get new appliances, the old appliances are no longer going off to be sold for scrap. They are being sent to Habitat for Humanity, who can either outfit homes with them or sell them themselves and make a few bucks. So Dave, I think you're watching. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, and I just wanted to address that publicly. You're a good man. He also, I'm wearing an Owen Hart shirt. I'm a big professional wrestling fan, and here in town, Dave runs a wrestling promotion called Kaizen that I'm a big fan of, and I can't wait till things open up a little bit so I can go and check out their next show. Anyway, thanks, Dave, wherever you're at. I miss you, bud. This is a song about a mine in Spring Hill, and I just happen to know Dave's from Spring Hill. My name is Arthur and I live in Spring Hill. I do my work in underground. I got a wife and I got a brother. I know they're messing around. I know they're messing around. Well, I've been crawling down number 2 colliery for 13 years now in July. I catch my first breath in the evening, and I get home before the light. I'm asleep before the light. Brother Davy works the day shift. He's got a house across the road. My wife Annie, she stands in the window to see me off and see him home. To see me off and see him home. We saved our money to buy a small place. I got a baby coming on. I went to the racetrack in Port Elgin. I had some money, now it's gone. I had some money and now it's gone. Yesterday, the walls they fell in, and I ain't coming out alive. The more I'm thinking, I ain't seen daylight since 1945. Since 1945. Shell Davy, I noticed Annie, she's been carrying down low. You tell that young boy nothing of his daddy, and you raise him as your own. And you raise him as your own. You tell my Annie that I ain't angry, and whatever fate she may allow, she'll see for certain that I'm the last of us to take a breath down underground. To take a breath down underground. Thanks, gang. How's everyone? Doing all right?
They're good. That song was requested by Daniel Lager.
Oh, far out.
And I also missed one request for a Roxette song.
Oh my God. I don't remember the Roxette song anymore, but I'll try to learn. I'll try to relearn it for next week. Yeah, that was a wicked cover. My band used to do a cover of "Listen to Your Heart When She's Calling for You," but I just don't remember any of the words or the key change or what key I even played it in to begin with. But I will try to learn it for next week again. Also, I'd love to see a show of hands. I'm in a cover band with some good buds. Tim Baker, formerly of El Torpedo, Serge Sampson, who plays bass now with Maddie, Leith, of course, my darling Leith, and Ryan Stanley. We have a cover band here in Halifax called the Gnarl Tones, and hopefully, if things go well here in Nova Scotia, I'd like to think that at some point we'll be able to get more people than just me and Ben upstairs here, and I'm curious if if you'd be interested in a rock and roll covers night live from the Sonic Temple. It's kind of weird because, you know, I guess across Canada there's different protocols going on. It might just be you and your bud dancing in your apartment or your house or whatever. But I sure would love to wind out with that band again. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, please let me know. We'll have to charge a cover, I would think, but we'll sort that out later. Anyway, fire up those dancing ladies in the red dress if you're at all interested in a Gnarltones rock and roll evening of cover songs. I'm gonna do a couple more and get out of here. Thank you everybody for hanging out as always. We're on our own here this evening, so if you're so inclined, I certainly would appreciate some T-shirt sales. Again, it's no big deal if you're not into it. But yeah, they're there. They're there if you're so inclined, and they are disgusting. And as always, if you want the sleeves torn off them, I will do it myself. I will come into the office and rip the sleeves off for you. Yeah, here's a song about. I know, you know what? Somebody asked me to play Neil Young earlier. I'm going to give this a try. Did I see you down in a young girl's town with your mother in so much pain? I was almost there at the top of the stairs with her screaming in the rain. Did she wake you up to tell you that it was only a change of plans? Dream up, let me fill your cup with the promise of a man. Did I see you walking with the boys, though it was not hand in hand? Not face and a lonely place that you could understand. Did she wake you up to tell you that it was only a change of plans? Dream up, let me fill your cup with the promise of a man. Well, I seen you give more than I can take. Well, I only harvest some. As the days fly past, we will lose our grasp. We'll fuse it in the sun. Did she wake you up to tell you that it was only a change of plans? Dream up, let me fill your cup with the promise of a man. Dream up, the promise of a man. Thank y'all. Do one more and get out of here. I don't know. I'll be back next week, almost certainly. I hope you'll join me again. Thank you all for being here. And thank you for being a friend. Traveling down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you for being a friend. Traveling down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Thank you, Ben Chenzi. Thank you, Lil Thomas downstairs. Thanks, Mel, Louie. And of course, thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you next week. I'll be back, be it here or somewhere else. I love doing this, and as long as you want me to do it, I'll keep doing it. Take care of each other. Don't be mean on the internet. And I love you all dearly. Have a lovely evening. Peace and love.